Hello guys, welcome back. Today we will be reviewing the Walking Dead comics and the TV show and comparing them and see which one's the best representation of the zombie storyline which has captivated the world. Alright, so let's get right into it. So first I want to talk about the characters. There's some really good characters in both the show and the comics, but I'm gonna be honest with you here. The comic characters are way better than the shows in so many levels. I mean, I'm gonna give you a couple of examples. First, let's start with Andrea. She's in the cover right there. You see that's Andrea. She's a really good character in the comics. But first, let's get into why she's such a good character. I mean, she is just such a badass. Let me tell you this. In the comics, she legit just comes in. Well, the prison. Minor spoilers here. Big fucking spoiler time. Alright, so in the prison, when it gets overrun, like the governor comes in and fucks everyone up. You know how like Andrea's not alive for that part in the show? Well, I mean, no, I think she is, but she's killed shortly after. Anyway, she's not at the prison while that's happening. In the comic books, it's fucking different. Because you see, Andrea comes in and she's just like, alright, I'll be a badass real quick. Pulls in with a fucking RV, stands on top of it, and starts just fucking gunning people down. It's like, boom, gone. That's a guy right there. Boom, that's another guy right there. Just fucking easy. Boom, boom, boom. And then she fucking gets hit with a truck, and she's like, oh shit, I just survived that. And she later comes back in the comic books. She goes from being this whiny little bitch in the TV show, which she is, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why they did that to such a fucking character. It could have been a badass person. To simply a fucking badass, dude. I honestly admire Robert Kirkman because he did such a great job with it. And if I keep looking down there, it's because that's where I have the comic. I don't know why I'm looking at it. I guess just camera shy. But yes, alright. So let's get into the next character in the show. Rick. Now, Rick. You see, Rick is such a good Rick, in the comics. It's like, so, the TV show Rick, it's not that bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. Personal opinion here. He's not bad. He's just not fucking garbage as like Andrea is compared to the comics. Very big difference with Andrea. With Rick, it's like, it's kind of there. It's like there's some difference. Like in the comics, I feel like he has more of a struggle because he was able to get his arm chopped off. But I've heard that the only reason that didn't happen in this TV show is because they didn't have enough money to have the CGI for him to not have a hand, which is really interesting. But yeah, otherwise I believe that Rick in the show and the comics are about the same in terms of like how cool they are and how badass they are. The last character I'm going to talk about in this section of the review would be
Carl.
Carl. And you see, man, TV show Carl to show boy in the comics, very different, very different people. Fucking completely, I feel like they completely butchered it in the show until maybe the later seasons where he was kind of more of like the actual character he's supposed to be. But in the fucking comics, like Carl, like Jesus Christ, dude, he makes me question, would it be actually fucking fun to be in a zombies apocalypse? Cause dude, he kills a kid, like just pop off the start. The storyline where in the show where the two girls, one of them kills the sister, and then your boy has to pop a bullet in the back of one of their heads. I think it was Tyrone. I think it was. anyways, in the comics, it's fucking Carl that pops the guy. Because, okay, in the comics, it's actually 2 boys instead of 2 girls. And he pops the fucking dude. He's like, dude, straight up, but, you know, fucking dead. I'll put a picture if I find it. But I'm telling you, that shit's fucking insane, dude. I'm like, no fucking way that just happened, dude. And, like, from there, fucking Carl just becomes this sad piece of shit, dude. And, like, not in a bad way. Like, he's just, like, so fucked up in his mind that he's just like, holy shit, dude, I want to fucking die, you know? It's like, oh, I'm not having a good time, fucking zombie apocalypse, gotta look like a badass. And, like, he has a lot of, like, things about his feelings and shit. And Rick, like, as a parent, he sees them and he's like, damn, you fucking died, dude, you fucked up. He's like dead to me, because that shit is fucked up. But yes, that is pretty much why I believe the fucking comic books, like, you should really read them. But the characters, like, trust me, they're so different from the show in some ways, and those differences make the characters so much better. They're just up there, honestly. Really, really good. So, next we go into the plot and storylines in the show compared to the comics. And let me just tell you this, I believe that the comics does have its downfalls when it comes to the storylines. Some of them are just not up there, you know, with the shows in terms of, like, how long they last. I believe the prison storyline was executed well in this show because it ran on a little bit longer and maybe, like, made you feel more to the, like, oh, the prison, you know, like, I really, really liked the prison. But, like, apart from that, when it comes to, like, other things, I feel like the comic book handles it way much better. Like Alexandria, I believe the comic book handles way better than the show. The show kind of just, from there, kind of takes, like, a plummet and, like, oh, they're not scared about zombies anymore, you know? Like, fuck zombies, they can suck my dick, I'm just gonna fight Negan and shit. And I feel like in the comic books, it's still more about, like, holy shit, how are we gonna survive this compared to, like, the Walking Dead show. And that is just one big point that I believe. So now with the storylines, I could go more in depth, guys, but honestly, I like to keep my reviews short and, you know, to the point. I feel like if I just keep talking about, like, for example, the fucking farm storyline, the show, that's just like a fucking dead horse. Everyone has talked shit about it in the Walking Dead community, so I believe, like, it's fucking pointless at this point to talk about it. You know, it's fucking bad. You know it is. But that's pretty much all I'm gonna say for the storylines when it comes to that. I feel like my last point is gonna be, like, just, like, the group's story arc, you know, like, in general, like, how it's been working so far. And let me tell you this, in the comic books, I am not finished. I haven't finished them. I'm still getting there, but I just believe that to the point where I am in terms of, like, what the group did is so much better in the comic books compared to the show, because in terms of just the characters are way better written compared to the show, and I believe that it has to do a lot because it's a TV show. Alright, guys, that's gonna be it for today's review / comparison / I don't know what the fuck to call it, but that's pretty much gonna be it. I mean, I have no clue. Seriously, what should I call these guys? Should I call them reviews? I feel like they're not reviews because they're fucking short, and it's me cussing at the camera talking about a TV show. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Remember, I'm gonna upload, not consistently, but I will upload for you. I'm sorry this review took longer than it should. I should have probably done this, like, in a week, but I just haven't had time. Like, comment if you have any suggestions of what show I should watch and review for you guys. But that's gonna be pretty much it. Watch for the incoming JoJo movie, you know, JoJo the Rabbit shit coming in. I'm gonna do that probably next week if I can. But anyways, hope you guys liked and enjoyed this, and have a good fucking time, dude.